What if I told you the best action-adventure games are the ones you've never heard of? Today, we're uncovering 15 underrated action-adventure games. These games have given me some of my all-time favorites. From daily routine to nostalgic childhood title, these hidden treasures are better than most AAA titles. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Let's kick things off with a game that's as emotional as it is action-packed. Enslaved: Odyssey to the West. This futuristic take on Journey to the West combines stunning visuals, emotional storytelling, and tight gameplay. You play as Monkey, a rugged loner who's forced to team up with Trip, a tech-savvy young woman, to survive in a post-apocalyptic world. The relationship between these two characters is so well written that you'll genuinely care about them by the end. It's a hidden gem that blends action, heart, and a unique twist on a classic tale. Next up, we're heading to Nazi-occupied Paris for a game that's as stylish as it is explosive: The Saboteur. You play as Sean Devlin, a resistance fighter with a knack for sabotage. The black and white visuals that slowly turn to color as you liberate the city are a unique and satisfying way to show progress. The gameplay is a mix of stealth, driving, and explosive action, and blowing up Nazi bases never gets old. It's a shame this game didn't get the attention it deserved, but it's definitely worth checking out. Now, let's dive into a world where destiny is yours to shape, is Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. This RPG action hybrid has one of the smoothest combat systems in the genre, making every fight feel dynamic and satisfying. The world is massive, filled with lore written by Elder Scrolls legend Ken Rolston and fantasy author R.A. Salvatore. You play as the Fateless One, a character who can defy destiny and shape the world around them. With its deep customization options and engaging story, this game is a must-play for any RPG fan. Ever wondered what it would be like to remix someone's memories? You Can in Remember Me, set in a dystopian future where memories can be bought and sold. This game lets you play as Nylan, a memory hunter, with the ability to remix people's memories. The memory remixing mechanic is mind-bending and unlike anything else out there. The story is emotional and thought-provoking, exploring themes of identity and loss. While the combat is solid, it's the unique premise and stunning Neo-Paris setting that make this game unforgettable. Dark Sector is a game that's as gritty as it is intense. This sci-fi shooter introduced the glaive, a bladed boomerang weapon that's incredibly satisfying to use. You play as Hayden Tenno, a covert operative infected with a mutagenic virus that gives him supernatural abilities. The game's gritty tone and intense combat make it feel like a hidden classic. It's a shame it didn't get a sequel, but it's still worth playing for its unique blend of action and horror. Let's move into the top 10 with a game that asks a haunting question. What does it mean to be human? At number 10, we've got Binary Domain. The squad-based shooter is set in a future where robots are indistinguishable from humans, and the story explores what it means to be human. You play as Dan Marshall, a soldier tasked with taking down rogue robots in a dystopian Tokyo. The standout feature is your squad mates who react to your choices in real time. If you treat them well, they'll have your back, but if you're a jerk, they might turn on you. It's a unique twist that makes the story feel personal and immersive. Next up is a game that's as charming as it is fun. At number 9, we have The Legend of Kay Anniversary Edition. This charming action-adventure game is a remastered version of a classic PS2 title. You play as Kay, a young anthropomorphic cat warrior who must save his village from an invading army of gorillas and rats. The platforming is tight, the combat is fun, and the world is full of personality. It's a great pick for anyone who loves colorful, lighthearted adventures with a touch of humor. Now, let's step into a world where time is your greatest weapon. At number 8, we've got Blades of Time. This game mixes time manipulation with hack-and-slash combat, and it's as flashy as it is fun. You play as Ayumi, a treasure hunter who gains the ability to rewind time and create clones of herself. The time-bending mechanics are used creatively in both combat and puzzles, making every encounter feel fresh. The story is a bit over the top, but the gameplay is so satisfying that you won't even care. Coming in at number 7 is a game that's as dark as it is epic. We're talking about Darksiders 2. This game improves on the original in every way with RPG elements, epic loot, and death as the protagonist. The art style inspired by heavy metal album covers is dark and edgy, and the combat is fast-paced and satisfying. The story takes you across multiple realms as Death tries to clear his brother War's name. With its massive world, deep customization, and engaging story, this game is a must-play for action-adventure fans. And at number 6, we've got a game that's as gripping as it is morally complex. It's Vampire. Set in 1918 London, this game lets you play as Dr. Jonathan Reed, a vampire struggling to balance his thirst for blood with his Hippocratic oath. Every NPC has a life, a story, and a blood type, and your choices impact the world around you. The moral dilemmas are tough, the combat is satisfying, and the story is dark and gripping. It's a hidden gem that deserves more attention. All right, it's time for the top 5. At number 5, we have Okami. This visual masterpiece is inspired by Japanese watercolor paintings, and it's one of the most beautiful games ever made. You play as Amaterasu, a wolf goddess, who uses a magical brush to bring the world to life. The gameplay is a perfect mix of action and exploration, and the story is filled with charm and humor. It's a shame this game didn't sell well when it first launched, but it's since become a cult classic. Number 4 is a game that's as timeless as it is unforgettable. We're talking about Beyond Good and Evil. And God knows when will we get the sequel. Anyway, this game is a true classic with an incredible story, memorable characters, and a world that feels alive. You play as Jade, a photojournalist who uncovers a conspiracy while fighting to protect her home. The gameplay is a mix of stealth, combat, and puzzle solving, and the story is filled with heart and humor. It's a shame we never got a proper sequel. Ubisoft actually mentioned the sequel alongside release of the remaster, so for now the game is still in the works. Hopefully 2025 is the year we get some sort of update, but overall the original is still a must-play. At number 3, we've got a game that's as thought-provoking as it is intense: Spec Ops: The Line. This game starts as a typical military shooter, but quickly turns into a psychological thriller. You play as Captain Martin Walker, a soldier trying to save Dubai from chaos, but the story forces you to confront the moral consequences of your actions. The gameplay is solid, but it's the story that will stick with you long after you've finished playing. Number 2 is a game that's as fast-paced as it is exhilarating. We're talking about Vanquish. This game is pure adrenaline with fast-paced combat and insane boss battles. You play as Sam Gideon, a soldier wearing a high-tech suit that lets you slide around the battlefield at lightning speed. The gameplay is flashy, over the top, and ridiculously fun. It's like playing as a superhero in a sci-fi movie, and it's a shame more people haven't experienced it. And finally, at number 1, we have a game that's as deep as it is unforgettable: Nier Automata. This game is a masterpiece in every sense of the word. Let me tell you this. This game is top-down, third-person, side-scroll, and many more. The gameplay switches accordingly and flawlessly like butter. I mean, how cool is that? The story explores deep philosophical questions about humanity, and the soundtrack is so good that you'll want to listen to it on repeat. You play as 2B, an android fighting to reclaim Earth from machines, but the story is anything but simple. With its multiple endings, emotional depth, and unforgettable characters, this game is a must-play for any action-adventure fan. And that's a wrap on the top 15 underrated action-adventure games of all time. Did your favorite make the list? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a video. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.